Have you ever felt underestimated by your own family? Today, I'm going to share a true story about Jenna, a program integrity officer who proved her worth in the most unexpected way. Buckle up for a tale of sibling rivalry, workplace drama, and sweet justice. Jenna had always been the quiet achiever in her family, while her brother Mark basked in the spotlight as a charismatic VP at a defense contractor. Jenna diligently climbed the ranks in government service. Despite her recent promotion to GS-15, a significant accomplishment in her field, her family seemed unimpressed. At Thanksgiving dinner, all the attention was on Mark's latest business ventures, while Jenna's promotion was dismissed as merely stable. Little did they know that Jenna's role as a program integrity officer was far more crucial than they realized. She was responsible for ensuring fairness and compliance in government contracts worth billions of dollars. Her job wasn't just about shuffling papers. It was about safeguarding taxpayer money and maintaining the integrity of the procurement process. The tension between Jenna and Mark came to a head during a high-stakes meeting for Project Chimera, a billion-dollar drone defense system. Mark's company was pitching their proposal, and he couldn't resist taking a jab at his sister. "Don't worry, sis," he smirked. "We won't need any traffic control on this one." The room filled with uncomfortable laughter as Jenna felt her cheeks burn with embarrassment. But Jenna wasn't about to let her brother's mockery deter her. She had done her homework and uncovered a fatal flaw in Mark's proposal. As the meeting progressed, Jenna waited for the right moment to speak up. When General Davies asked for any final comments, Jenna cleared her throat and stood up. "I'm afraid I have some concerns about this proposal," she began, her voice steady despite her racing heart. "It appears that your company recently acquired Technovate Solutions, the firm that drafted the original requirements for Project Chimera. This presents a clear conflict of interest under FAR Subpart 9.5. The room fell silent as the implications of Jenna's words sank in. Mark's face turned pale as he realized the gravity of the situation. General Davies leaned forward, his interest piqued. "Can you elaborate, Ms. Thompson?" he asked. Jenna explained how the acquisition created an unfair advantage and violated federal regulations designed to ensure fair competition. She presented evidence of the timeline, showing that Mark's company had inside knowledge that could have influenced their proposal. As she spoke, Jenna could see the respect growing in General Davies' eyes. Her colleagues nodded in agreement, recognizing the thoroughness of her analysis. Mark, on the other hand, grew increasingly agitated. "This is ridiculous," he exploded. "You're just trying to sabotage me because you're jealous of my success." His outburst only served to underscore the validity of Jenna's concerns. General Davies raised a hand to silence Mark. "I believe we've heard enough," he said firmly. "Miss Thompson, what do you recommend?" With a deep breath, Jenna delivered the final blow. "Based on the evidence presented, I have no choice but to recommend that this proposal be disqualified from consideration. The conflict of interest is too significant to overlook." The room erupted into chaos. Mark shouted accusations while his team scrambled to salvage the situation, but it was too late. General Davies nodded gravely and instructed security to escort Mark and his team from the building. As the dust settled, Jenna found herself surrounded by colleagues offering congratulations and thanks. General Davies personally commended her for her integrity and attention to detail. "We need more officers like you, Miss Thompson," he said warmly. "Your work today has saved the government from a potentially disastrous contract." In the weeks that followed, Jenna's reputation soared. Her colleagues began to seek her advice on complex procurement issues, and she was invited to speak at industry conferences. 6 months later, she was promoted to Director of Acquisition Integrity Command, a newly created position that recognized the importance of her work. As Jenna led her first meeting in her new role, she couldn't help but reflect on how far she had come. The conference room was filled with respect and attentiveness, a far cry from the dismissive attitudes she had faced in the past. She delivered her presentation with confidence, knowing that her expertise was valued and her integrity unquestioned. Meanwhile, Mark's career was in freefall. The scandal had tarnished his reputation, and his company was facing investigations and potential fines. Jenna's family, still fixated on Mark's troubles, barely acknowledged her success. Her mother even had the audacity to email her, pleading for help to salvage Mark's career, claiming it was all a misunderstanding. Jenna stared at the email for a long moment before archiving it without reply. She realized that she no longer needed her family's approval to feel fulfilled. Her legacy would be built on upholding the rules and protecting the integrity of the procurement process, not on seeking validation from those who couldn't see her true worth. As she closed her laptop and prepared to head home, Jenna felt a sense of peace wash over her. She had found her place in a professional community that valued substance over style, integrity over charisma, and in doing so, she had not only shut down her brother's deal, but had also opened the door to a future filled with purpose and respect. Jenna's story reminds us that true success isn't about flashy titles or family approval. It's about staying true to your principles, doing your job with integrity, and making a real difference in the world. Sometimes, the quiet achievers are the ones who make the biggest impact. If you enjoyed this story of workplace triumph and family drama, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more inspiring tales of underdogs rising to the occasion. Have you ever been underestimated at work or by your family? Share your experiences in the comments below, and let's celebrate the quiet achievers who keep our world running smoothly. Until next time, remember, your worth isn't determined by others' opinions, but by the integrity of your actions.